Let's get started. Okay, so let's start with in our upright posture, so feet together. Turn your toes out into a tentative position. Bring your heels in line with your toes. And then I just want you to have a feel around with your feet. Is your big toe connected, little toe connected, your heels connected? Just have a little play around. Maybe rock the feet left to right and maybe lean a little bit forward, a little bit back. Just make sure we're nicely grounded through those feet. Okay, and then I just want you to give me a little soft bounce with the knees. Nothing big. What we're just making sure is that we're not locking those knees out, so we're not putting pressure on the joints. Okay, couple of pelvic tilts, so just tilting your pelvis forward, which means sticking your bum back, and then tucking your tailbone bottom under, and then tilting your pelvis the opposite way. Now we're just going to do this a couple of times, pushing it just a little bit to the extreme, and then we're going to come halfway in between, and that is what we call our neutral spine, neutral posture. Roll the shoulders all the way up and all the way down. Arms should hang nicely by the side. Now, if you're finding the arms are creeping forward, it's just maybe you're a little bit short and tight in the chest muscles here. So we just need to pull those shoulder blades back, squeeze them together, pulse for a few, bring them back, see if they settle nicely down the side. You ideally want your ears in line with your shoulders and your chin slightly tucked. All right, a little bit of a tongue twister there. So once we've got that good posture, we can go into our lateral breathing. Fingertips and touching just on your ribs. We're going to take a breath in. As we inhale, the ribs lift up out to the side, fingertips come apart. Exhale, back in. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. And exhale. Wonderful. Okay, so hopefully you're getting the hang of that kind of breathing now. We're going to go into our core engagement. If you want to, place your hand on your tummy button, just a little bit of extra feedback. We're going to inhale again as before. Lungs going up and out. So as we exhale, I want you to pull that tummy button in without affecting your posture, so we're not crunching forward, but just imagine you've got a really strong magnet on your tummy button, on your spine, and it's just being pulled in as tight as you can go. Just be aware of how that feels. Hold it for a second, but not your breath. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, and then let the core go. Let's go again. Inhale. Exhale, this time pull it into 50%, okay? So again, you've still got a strong magnet there. It's still aware that it's tight, it's connected, it's strong, but not as strong as before. And again, keep that breath flowing and then let it go. Wonderful. Last time, we're going to inhale. We're going to exhale, we're going to bring that into 30% now. So it's engaged, it's switched on, but it's not too intense, it's manageable, and we can maintain it throughout the entire session. If at any point, okay, so we're not letting it go this time, if at any point during the session it does happen to go, inhale, exhale, switch it back on, just like that, nice and simple, okay? We're going to start with a slight little balance and mobility, so just use your chair, your bench, whatever you've got. Lift your right foot up off the floor and just give me a few little ankle rotations. That's it, nice and gentle. Change direction. And then flex and point. So you might feel this in the back of the lower leg as well, just if they're a little bit tight, if you've done a lot of walking or anything like that. Bringing it back, reset, switching sides, rotate the ankles. Sometimes you might get a few little cracks and pops in your feet. Normally it's just trapped air. As long as it's not painful, it should be good. Okay, switch directions. I certainly know I get them. And flex and point. Excellent. Okay, come back. So just reset those feet in that hip distance, okay? And we're just going to slowly just jog the knee forward, peeling the heel up off the floor. All right, so just pushing it forward through the heel. Excellent. You can still do all of this in a seated position if you need to. Maybe just sit a little bit closer to the edge of the seat, not so you can fall off easily. All right, just so you've got a little bit more range of motion. But just keeping that posture. So imagine you've got that rod running all the way through the spine, coming out the top of the head. So that remains intact no matter what we're doing. Excellent. Let's do one more on each side. Wonderful. Okay. Now we're going to lift our right leg. So obviously for you, it just depends on how good your balance is. If you are quite unsteady, hold on and just have your right leg out in front and a very light connection with the floor. If your balance isn't too bad, you can just try lifting your foot up off the floor a little bit. And if you're quite good with your balance, you can bring that knee up into hip height position. Making sure that posture doesn't change, and you just breathe. Okay, so we're just going to hold. Whichever level you choose, it's just right for you, okay? So listen to your body, that is really important. Bringing it back down, we're going to switch sides again. Now you might be better on this leg or more unsteady on this leg, okay? So again, listen to your body. How does it feel? You see, I'm wobbling a bit. Probably because I'm not holding on. So, just bring it up as high as feels comfortable. Don't go past hip height. Keep that core strong. And again, if you need to, pop your leg down. Okay, switch sides, bringing it up, nice and controlled. Always make sure that this is switched on before we ever lift, all right? This, imagine it's our engine, it's our powerhouse, okay? So everything moves better when this is switched on. Switching side last time. Excellent. So you wouldn't try and run a car with a dodgy engine, would you? So let's get this sorted and then we'll be all good. Excellent. Bring it down, wonderful. All right, just give the legs a little bit of a shake out if you need to. All right, and we're just going to take the leg out to the side. Make sure you've got plenty of room. If you need to, if you're short on space, you can just tuck the back heel up, the back foot up, tuck it away so you're still balancing on one leg. If you've got the space, you don't have to do that. Hold it, and then switch. Excellent. So reset, extend, and lift. Okay. Got more room on this side. Wonderful. Don't ever hold your breath though. Always keep the breath flowing. This is switched on and this is switched on. Excellent. Completely separate so it can work independently. All right. Off we go one last time on this side. Excellent. And switch. So either just keep the leg extended out. If you're short on space, you can tuck it back just so you can move that knee a little bit further away from you. And rest it down. And again, just give those legs a nice little shake out for me. Okay. We're going to come into our calf raises. So standing behind your chair or just in front of whatever support you have. Again, reset that posture. Core's engaged. Probably sick of me saying that by now. Inhale, exhale, slowly come up. Okay, slowly lower. Exhale up. Now obviously you just want to come up as high as feels comfortable for you, so that's all about listening to your body again. Obviously we don't want to make anybody get any cramp or anything like that in their calves, so just listen to your body, and if at any point you need to stop and stretch it out, please do so. Let's go for 2 more. Excellent. Okay, we're going to go into a gentle squat now. So if you can't do a squat, please take a seat in a chair and do a seated leg extension. All right. If you can do a squat, it's up to you whether you use the chair for assistance or whether you just want to do it on its own. Never force it and keeping your posture throughout. All right. So you might want your feet just a little bit further apart. Inhale, keeping those heels down. That's really important. So you're sitting back into position. Now, if you notice your heels are coming up off the floor, you put too much pressure on the front, you need to sit further back or you need to make your range of motion smaller. All right, nice and controlled. Take your time. Okay, let's do 2 more. Excellent, okay. We're just going to do some little leg circles, all right, with our legs. Very similar to the hip circles, but what I want you to do is get your space, elevate the leg, and then just do a small little circle. So you're going to come front to back, and it's no bigger than that. Doesn't need to be huge. You're just drawing a small circle on the floor with your foot, all right? Now you should feel this in maybe the side of your thighs, maybe your bottom, okay? If you've got quite tight hips, you might feel it there. We're going to change direction, so we're going to go back to front. Nice and controlled. Excellent. Take a rest and a breather when you need it. And then switch sides. Wonderful. So extend the leg out, lift it ever so slightly up off the floor. I'm going to go front to back. So it's a small movement. The movement is coming from the hip, but we're using the toe to direct. All right? It's a nice long leg, making sure this standing leg's not locking out. Change direction. Come on, nearly there. Excellent, okay. Bring your feet together for me, and then I just want you to take your left knee across in front of your right one, push your right foot out to the side, and you're going to get a nice stretch down here. Excellent. Bringing it back to centre, bringing it over to the other side, and then we're going to get stretched down this side. Loosen off those hips. Excellent, okay. Make sure you have got some support for this one. We're just going to do a little bit of hamstring work, which is at the back of the legs, okay? Big muscles on the back of the thighs. Go as low as you feel comfortable. We're just going to soften those knees. Core is switched up. Hands are just going to travel down the front of your legs, okay? We're going to take a breath in, keeping that nice straight spine. We're just going to tip forward. So you're pushing your bottom back, okay? Hands to about knees, and then slowly coming back up. Squeezing your bottom, squeezing the back of the thighs as you come back up. Nice and controlled. We're going forward again. That's it. So we're just working the back of the muscles here, nice and strong. So don't let those chest muscles around, don't let those shoulders drop, okay? We're keeping nice and strong, keeping that nice flat back position. Take your time with it, don't rush. So as you're coming down, you should feel a nice stretch down the back here. So we're working these muscles. Squeeze to come up. We're going to do 2 more. Last one. Excellent. Okay, well done. We're going to do a little bit of stretching now. So we worked on the calves first, so I'm going to stretch those out. Take a step back, place that heel back on the floor. Have a look down. Are your toes, front and back foot, pointing straight ahead? Have you got a nice straight line? Lean into it, just gently bending this front knee and pushing that heel away from you. Most of the effort should be going down into the back heel. Excellent, come up, we'll switch sides. Again, just check, are your feet in a nice straight line? Are we lined up? Slowly come up. Okay, we're going to take our right leg forward, stretching off the back of those thighs. Sit back down into the stretch, so you're feeling the stretch down the back of the front leg. Hold your chair. Bring the toes up to deepen the stretch. And then if it feels comfortable and safe to do so, reach down towards those toes again, just to give it a little bit of an extra stretch. Slowly come up. Switch sides, step forward, sitting back on the back leg, making sure this knee bends, keeping the front leg straight. Then slowly bring the toes up. And then reach down towards the toes if it feels safe and comfortable to do so. Excellent, slowly come back up. All right, give it a little bit of a shake out. If you want to, you can do your upper body exercises in a seated position if you need a little bit of a sit down after that, all right? So, we're just going to go into some gentle bicep curls, so elbows into the body for me. I want your palms facing outwards. Take a breath in, exhale, hinge at the elbows, squeeze all the way up, all the way down. Nice and controlled. That's it. Squeeze. Okay, let's do 2 more. Excellent. Okay, we're going to bring the arms down, keep the elbows in, just turn the palms inwards, all right? Thumbs up. We're going to squeeze here as well. So we're just hitting a couple of the biceps in a different way. All right. Squeeze. Okay, let's go for 3 more. Excellent. All right, we're going to work the shoulders. I want you to bring those palms facing inwards, all right? We're at a 90-degree angle. So we've got that nice bend in the elbow, and elbow again is going to stay into our waist. We're going to gently open up those arms, elbow stay in, and then bringing it back. So we're working deep in the shoulders here, our rotational muscles called the rotator cuffs. Making sure that we're not just letting the arm come out, okay? So we're keeping it in. Excellent. So don't overextend, otherwise we're not working the muscles we're supposed to. Nice and controlled. Let's do 2 more. Excellent. Okay, and relax it down. So we're going to go into our torso twists. So for here, best place is to prop your hands together, place your thumbs just on your chest bone and your fingertips on your chin. It just helps keep that nice connection in the body as we rotate around. Feet still, hips square to the front. Imagine you've got headlights on your hips and they need to stay forward at all times. Take a breath in. Exhale, rotate around. So it's a small movement. Inhale. And we're just getting some rotation in the upper spine. So if you are tight in the upper back, you'll probably feel this a little bit more. And just don't force it. Just go with what feels comfortable. Okay, let's go one more on each side. Excellent, and bringing it back down. Give me a few shoulder rolls here. And shake the arms out. Okay, so we're going to do some little mobility foot walking. All right, so standing nice and tall, have your chair just slightly in front of you. We're going to step forward as if you're walking. Now what's going to happen is you're going to notice that the back heel's automatically going to come up off the floor, keeping that posture, but I want you to rock backwards and forwards. So we're pushing that heel down back first, then we lift the toes up at the front, then we place the toes down at the front, nice soft knees, and then we come back up at the back. All right, arms down by the side. That's it. Bringing it down, nice and controlled. Now if it's feeling uncomfortable on the knees, shorten your stance maybe a little bit, or if it's just too much, just take a break. And then when you feel ready, bring the arm up and down. So making sure that you've got one foot flat on the floor at all times, all right? So you don't bring the other foot up until you've got that foot flat. And if you want to, you can reach up to the ceiling and then bringing it back down. Reaching up and back down. Obviously, if your balance isn't great, I would suggest that you still hold on to something or have something very handy nearby to hold on to just in case. Okay, let's do one more. And then we're going to step back and we're going to switch sides. Okay, take a step forward. So it's not a huge step, just your natural walking. All right. And again, soften those knees and just listen to your body. Does it feel comfortable? Are our feet pointing in a straight line? Are our knees traveling in a straight line? And are our hips nice and square to the front? Okay, bringing that arm up. If it feels comfortable, nice and controlled. And then if it feels comfortable, reaching both arms up, coming back up onto the toe at the back, just getting that nice little stretch at the front. Reaching up, keeping those shoulders down though. Don't let those shoulders creep up at all. All right. Let's do one more. And bringing it back down. Excellent. Okay. Let's stretch off this upper body now. So we're going to take our right arm across and we're going to use our left arm just to bring that stretch further across on our shoulder. And then also I just want you to look towards that shoulder just to get a nice stretch down the side of the neck. Excellent, bringing it back, switching sides, anchor the arm, and then look over. Back to centre, we're going to interlink either the fingers or just hold one hand on top of the other. Bring the hands up to just about shoulder height, making a semicircle with your arms. Okay, and we're just going to roll that upper back, so we're pulling those shoulder blades apart, dropping the head, and just breathe. With every exhale, just try and deepen that stretch. Excellent, bring your hands around the back. Squeeze those elbows towards each other, opening up the chest muscles. If you're not getting enough stretch from this one, you can always take your hands down the back and move them away from you for a deeper stretch. So just pick the one that feels most comfortable for you. Excellent. We're going to take our right arm up and over. So we're just going to give it a little bit of a nudge. And we're just going to stretch out the back of the arms. Okay. Nice and controlled. Switching sides, come up, and then again, just give it a nice little nudge, pull it across or just push it back, whatever way feels more comfortable for you. And then just give the arms a nice little shake for me. Okay, if you can, grab yourself a nice little seat. We're just going to do a little bit of a body scan. So just find a seat where you're comfortable, you can relax and you feel supported. Somewhere you can have your feet flat on the floor, knees gently bent, and you can just, you're still sitting upright, but you can lean back, supported. Hands either wherever feels comfortable for you. Just close your eyes for a minute and just focus on that breath. Notice how natural it is, in through the nose, out through the mouth. I want you to take in 3 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Leave those shoulders where they are. They don't need to come up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Wonderful. Just before we open our eyes, I just want you to do a nice little scan of your body. So we're going to start at the head. How's the head feeling? Okay, quite an important one. Okay, headaches, stress, tension. And for now, I just want you to make a note of these, alright? Maybe something you'll have to do later. Scanning down through the neck. Is it feeling tight, achy? Shoulders, are your shoulders relaxed? Are you holding tension up here when it should be down? Just have a scan of your back. How's that feel? Top, middle, bottom, anything going on there? And just have a scan through your arms, anything going, anything unusual. And then your tummy, your chest, how's that feeling? Tummy, that feeling okay? Have a scan of your legs, your bottom, front, back of thighs, down to the calves, and then down to the ankles, feet and toes. And just be aware of anything that just doesn't feel right at the minute. Okay, is it something, is it an easy fix? Is it a little bit of stretching, maybe a little bit of relaxation, or, you know, eating a little healthier, something like that, you know. And then I just want you to take in 3 more deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. 1 more time, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. And then I just want you to slowly open your eyes, bringing your awareness back into the room. Hope you've enjoyed today's session. All right.